Shake them sheets, brush that grill, roll up that mat. Program time. Program time, baby. Early in the morning, get that ass up, baby. Let's get money, biscuits, and gravy. Keep on top of the code 380.
West. What up, everybody? It's your boy, Young Dopey, right here in the Program Time Podcast. Today, we got a special guest from 2 cities down from my hometown. You can say like 2 or 3. Gardena, California. My boy, Baby Bounce.
That shit do, Young Dopes.
Good evening, my boy. Good evening.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Hey, man, you know what? Thank you for being punctual with time, man.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, you showed up right in time, my boy, because, you know, taking those shots to Young Chach, you know? My boy took like an hour to get here, you know? Like, he had me freestyling the last podcast over here, you know?
Yeah.
So, but just to let everyone know, you know, today we actually had a bit of technical difficulty in the beginning. The only reason why, man, is because when Baby Bounce walk in, he got to get the Henny. You know, he got to take some pictures, kiss some babies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, eat some tacos, my boy. So, no, but I appreciate y'all rocking with me and staying patient. You know, I know we said 8 p.m. We went on at 8:30 just to let y'all, you know, ruffle the feathers a little bit. But yeah, man, we actually, I actually wore my Dodgers today, bro, for celebration of the song that we did, my boy.
Yeah, that shit was tight, dog. I mean, that shit's low-key history for me. Like, I grew up, you know, a gang of homies around me used to play your shit. I used to listen to your shit. I was like, damn, like, I'm gonna fuck with him one day for sure. You know, I'll put shit into play in my head already, so I was like, one day I'm gonna fuck with him. So,
no, I already knew one day we was gonna cross paths, man. And for the fans out there that don't know, I'm talking about the song "Bleed Blue" that me and Baby Bounce did together when the Dodgers won the World Series. So, the World Series, my bad, not series.
Yeah.
You know what? A sheriff in the LA County Jail told me that one day. He's like, you know, you're saying serious, not series.
no, yeah,
The World
sure.
Series.
Yeah.
So the Dodgers won the World Series. Me and Baby Bounce got in the studio, but before that, we finally got acquainted. Some of our people plugged us up. We got in the studio. My boy gave me that vibe, like we just knew each other already.
No, for sure.
You know, of course, because the streets talk, and then also the internet, and that's why I was just curious. I know I'm gonna bump into him because I also was always hanging out around Prairie.
Yeah, towards the hood.
Yeah, Prairie and like.
And it's crazy that you say that because I've heard that before. Like, yeah, that fool be around here. Like, I'm like, what? Yeah, he be in and out, like, you know, swerving through and shit. So I was like, I'm gonna run into that fool one day. Like, I already knew. Like, so.
I was right there on 147 and Prairie. One of my boys used to stay right there. So I used to always run into people at the 7-Eleven. I actually ran into Misfit.
He lives around there, yeah.
Yeah. So when we bumped into each other. I was like,
oh, you know, that's my cousin.
Yeah. That's why I also down the line, I want to go. I actually want to ask you a few questions, man, because I see y'all got some bangers together, you know? I actually haven't really been hearing from him lately, man, but my boy, I remember when he came out real underground, and then I started seeing that he was hitting millions.
Well, a lot of fools don't know, like, you know, before he even started this, you know, this how would I say it, like, you know, Chicano rap wave that he's on and shit, like, he was a underground artist. He used to rap at Project Blow a lot, but remember Project Blow, right?
Project Blow.
Yeah, that was like in LA where all the battle rap and shit.
Oh shit!
So he used to battle rap, you know, like
Misfit?
Yeah.
Dope.
He used to be from a group called the Crooks and shit, and they were real big in our area. They're like fools from Gardena, Hawthorne, and like it was like a group, like 4 or 5 of them, I think.
Man, that's dope.
Yeah, so they were like real into the tagger scene. Like, I don't know if Ronick probably knows what I'm talking about. They used to have a tagging shop in Hawthorne. It was called Back in the Days.
Okay.
And they had like cans and shit. Like they used to sell cans, tips, streaks, you know, like pot, just a different type of shit that you could write with. You feel me?
Okay.
Tagger shit. You feel me? So they used to throw shows back there.
Okay.
You know, and a lot of fools don't know this, but what's the group called with the two brothers?
Coyotes.
Coyotes. The
Oh,
Coyotes,
Coyotes.
I met them there.
Oh shit!
So
All
they
right.
know who I am. Like I don't know who
Coyotes,
they
they from our side of town.
are. They're from Hawthorne.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah.
grew up in like
You know what's crazy, man?
Hawthorne, like borderline Gardena-ish, but they Hawthorne cats. They they rep Hawthorne and shit.
One of the homies sent me a link, and then I with Cypress. They did a song with Cypress Hill just recently.
Yeah, they did a song with Shaq too.
And then then I seen that they was in Hawthorne, the liquor stores.
Yeah.
Like,
So
like
that's they stomping grounds, but like,
okay.
but like just to cut it short, the story and shit. Like I met them at back in the days. It was a tagger spot. You feel me? All mobbers, who like like I was already banging the hood and shit. So I walk up in there.
That's hard, big dog. You know what? When I showed up today, our engineer right now, Ronick, he's behind the scenes, but he's into the tagging scene and all of that, and into art, And he told me, he's like, hey man, there ain't no graffiti stores in Inglewood, huh? If anybody from the city of Inglewood, you guys know any graffiti stores, let me know, man, because I spoke up for Inglewood and I said we don't have one. So maybe Ronick's thinking about opening up a business right there. But he was talking about like markers and certain things. That used to be big. I don't know.
Dog,
it's
I'm
still
telling you, these motherfuckers, dog, back in the days, I don't know who the owner is, but that fool had a stage back there, dog. It was just all mobbers. I was probably like, me and like 4 or 5 other fools were probably like the only members. Like,
the mobbers are
banging the hood there.
I consider people that be
taggers,
striking.
Yeah, it was like, but it used to be called back in the days, and then it was you used to go and get your mobbing shit, and you run into fools right there. Them fools are banging on like, what you right, homie? Like,
yeah, I remember that.
Them niggas is tag banging. Fools is doing all kinds of shit, like and fucking they start throwing shows there. I'm talking about cracking shows, like where that motherfucker was filled up. So I met them there. The Coyotes, they used to be from a group called CNC Squad. And it was like 4 or 5 of them, and they were dope, fool. Like
that's good to know, man. That's crazy. I didn't know Coyotes. Right now, you're exposing me to know that they're from my neighbors too.
Yeah, they're from our area.
Yeah. So that's dope. So just so everyone knows, all the fans, if you guys don't know, Misfit Soto, he's someone that came out in the music scene. He produces. He's a dope producer. I actually ran into him at a 7-Eleven, and I had no clue that he was related to Baby Bounce, So, but I'll just let you know. I'm just letting you know that I bumped into Misfit, and then I just knew eventually that we were gonna cross paths.
No, for sure.
Just so everyone knows, we did cross paths, and it was at the wrecking spot. And once we did, it was like. It was just like an automatic connection.
Yeah,
like off top.
I feel like we was like we was already family.
Yeah, we already knew. Yeah, like off top, we already knew.
We weren't even acting like, oh homie, I don't know. We were already like, hey fool,
what's up?
Dude, yeah.
Hey, my boy was cracking. Yeah. Like, all right, and then right away, what we jumping on? And what was the first track that we did?
We did Round and Round.
Round and Round. And that's the one I posted this morning.
And I have my producer. I had YE with me. I had YE Beats. I'm like, hey, fool, start cooking. Like,
YE. Shout out to YE Beats. Yeah. And that day I met YE Beats. He actually produced my song with Ronick called Open Wounds. And he produced the Round and Round with me and Baby Bounce. If you go to my story right now on Instagram, you'll see I was working out to it this morning, man. And he put it this way, man.
5 minutes.
Yeah, but
I told him what we wanted.
Baby Bounce was just like, hey man, this is how you gonna write it though. But that's how I knew it. Like, I like sometimes people don't know. I might not seem approachable, but I like your confidence. Like, you came up to me. Sometimes I like the people giving me direction. And then that shit was hard. You came in how the Twins came in. Right? That's the song from the Twins, right?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Okay, so and then...
Because I already, like, pictured it, but I was like, we going to do it like them, but it's going to be our shit. Like, we going to kind of say what they said, but it's going to be a twist to as homies. We Raza, we homies, we going to do all, we going to put our twist to it. and you were like, yeah, but I don't want to. And that's why I fucked with you too, because you were like, yeah, but I don't want to do it too much like them. Like, we're not. It's
We'll do it our way.
It's our shit, but we are gonna follow their pattern, like how they did it. But it's gonna be us doing it. And you were like, all right, I like that. Like, let's do that.
Yeah, man, and too, like, just so you know, I slowly but surely, like in my platform and what I do, you know, staying true to the solid side of the fence, you know, to good individuals. You know, the streets talk, bro. Like, there ain't no smear campaign on none of our names. We know that. Like, and then you conduct yourself. I could already tell. Like, you're just authentic. You're just you. You don't have to switch up. You're not doing no, like, you know, funny business.
Yeah, I ain't fabricating.
Yeah, man. And then I actually, after we hung out, I actually just started bumping into more of your videos, and I started seeing that you was doing this when you was a kid, bro, on your block, representing your neighborhood. And I was like, damn. And I know your homeboys respect that and they love that, you know? So to me,
like, some of them were just like, they thought it was like weird at first, like, oh, what's this? But when they seen that, I was like, I'm putting my face on it. You feel me? Like, I'm not worried. Like, hey, fool, you know, you can get this, and that. I'm not worried about that. Like, nobody's ever came out. I ain't gonna say nobody. You know, rest in peace, my homie Booby. You know, we fuck with the Crips in our hood. So
okay,
shout out, my homie Booby. Rest in peace. You know,
is that the one that you just posted?
No, that's. I'm gonna trip you out right now. I'm gonna trip everybody out. Everyone right here that's sitting in the Program Time podcast right now, everyone knows this song, and if you don't, then damn, you're probably lost in Los Angeles music. But my homie Booby, rest in peace, was the fool that sang the hook on the testimony on Mac 10's project. Everybody probably thought that was Mac 10. My homie was doing Life is Driving Me Crazy, everything ain't all gravy.
Oh, for real?
So that's my homie. That's my homie Booby Soprano. He's from Shotgun Crib. That's my dog. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna give him his flowers. You know, like that fool. He started my Instagram. He made my email. That fool did. He made my Facebook. He did everything that I have right now to this day, and I'll never change that shit, dog. Cause he seen something in me, dog, when I was young, and he was like, "Hey, Bounce, when I'm not doing this shit no more, and I give this shit up, dog, I see it in you, fool. You gonna be the one. You gonna be the one to hold the city on your back." Because he held the city on his back for a long time, but never got the real recognition. Like, nobody here would have known. No, nobody here knew who sang that hook. That song was viral. That song was all over the radio. It still plays on the radio.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like
right now, the homie Greedy in the background singing that shit.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, I'm gonna sit here and give him his flowers because that fool's a real one, dog, and he believed in me when I didn't even think this shit was just a hobby. This shit was just a dream, like, you know. Booby Soprano. He used to be called Young Soprano. Like, if you go to the credits on that song, it says Mac 10 featuring Young Soprano.
Oh, he in Gangsta's Paradise right now.
Yeah, he in Gangsta. Rest in peace, my boy. You know, he lost his life a few years back. God rest his soul. You feel me? Like,
shout out to Booby, man, for putting Baby Bounce on the platform that getting his engine going to pursue this you know, this career, you know, because look, now we linked up and music is what connected us. You know, the streets could have easily connected us too, but that's the beautiful thing right now. Music's connecting us all.
Yeah,
like sure. Lisa right now said, you know, shout out to Lisa. She's always supporting Young Dopey, the Program Time podcast, and all the music. She said, "Real recognize real." You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, for sure.
And this is why I'm so proud. Like, I cannot water down my music or my podcast, bro. Like, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And I know you the same way with me.
Sure.
You know, I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So, just so you guys know, man, that's how we roll around here. You know, like, I was always, like, I started thinking bigger, bro. Because I can't just do music. Like, I love the hood. The homies from 18th Street, you guys know that. Like, back in the day, we used to get blackballed by people. Like, 18th Street, you know, because we have a gang of enemies. People wasn't trying to fuck with us. But the music, as you see now, we got some of the biggest names in hip-hop, and just, you know, period, Latinos, like my boy King Lil G, and then we got all types of other homies like in Mexico doing their stuff, the rap over there. But music is connecting us all, bro. And then now, people are openly, and two, I don't think I conduct myself like fucking prick, you know, like.
Nah, you always been real humble, dog, and real respectful. You know, you never show me no sign of all this fool thinks he's, you know, popping more or better than us because, you know, he's been in the game longer. Like, hell no, I never got that vibe off you. I feel like you always treated me like one of your own.
Hell yeah.
And equal. You feel me?
Man, dog. Can I tell you something that might surprise you? I thought you were smaller. Because when I see you, I was like, damn, this fool big. You know? I was like, hey. Hey, homie, I was like, damn, baby Bells. He ain't so baby.
Yeah, well, see a lot of homies say that. They be like, hey, dog, maybe, you know, like, I feel like reincarnating, and I'm not gonna say reincarnate, like, but rebranding yourself. You feel me? Like a gang of homies, like I got shit. Like fools don't even know this. I got shit with Big Face 100, and when he put our song out, Big Face 100 is Game's brother.
Yeah.
From Black Wall Street. So me and him, that's my dog. Like that. You know, I was more than welcome. They treated me like family on Black Wall Street on Brazil. You feel me? Like I used to go over there and I used to smoke blunts on their block just cause. I used to drive my car over there when I didn't want to be in the hood.
That Cedar
Block Power Roof. Yeah. 554. I used to just park right there, and I never got fucked with right there, dog. And then that fool showed me nothing but love. But me and him got a record out together. It's called Throwing Up the Set. It's me, Big Face 100, and K Styles. But when they put the record out, that fool put Big Face 100, K Styles featuring Bounce, and I was like, hey, I hit him up like, hey, Face, on the credits, my name ain't Bounce, my name Baby Bounce.
Baby
Bounce.
Bounce.
It was like,
is there, and you don't mind me asking, is that because you are a baby from your older homies, Bounce, or family?
My dad's Big Bouncer, but he has a little homie called Little Bouncer.
So your father is Bounce.
My
Big
pops
Bounce.
is Big Bouncer.
That's right.
My neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
But
see, I'm learning right now.
Yeah, but his homie he has a little homie. His name's Little Bounce, and it's crazy because that fool's Little Bounce's younger brother used to hit a Baby Bounce in the hood.
I got
my dad ran into him and was like, hey, you gotta stop doing that. Like, you know, that's my son's name. And he was just like, oh yeah, and I was a kid.
I got you, bro.
But he knew, like, you know,
it's like Baby Huey, like you. I mean, no disrespect.
Yeah,
I mean that with all due respect, but that's what I'm saying. I was just telling Greedy from Dominguez that I'm like, homie, why they call you Greedy? Like, you is not greedy. That was the most generous person in the world, you know? Well, at least to
the homies.
To his allies and his friends, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So, Baby Bounce, when I looked at you, I was like, this boy is so little.
Hey, well,
you know?
I'm getting back to what I was telling you. When that fool put the song out, I'm like, hey, Big Face, my name ain't Bounce. My name Baby Bounce. And he was like, look, my nigga, no, he talked like this. Like, look, nigga, no disrespect, you ain't no motherfucking baby. You bigger than me, my nigga.
Yeah,
I was just like, oh, all right.
So it's kind of like,
he's like one
big
day,
Joker, little Joker, baby Joker. Yeah, that makes
Chiquera la feria.
That's all right now. Like, damn,
yeah, but when he told me that, I felt him on that. He was like, you know, like once you get to a certain age, you kind of gotta remove the baby, but out of respect for my pops and his little homie.
Got you.
You know, I'm always.
Well, yeah, that's your pops. I mean, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll never just like, you know, Pop's watching right now. Shout out Pops. You know,
you still have him?
He's deported right now. He's in Mexico.
Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to Pops, man.
Yeah, he a general dog. Like that fool's been in any correctional facilities. And he's been busted. Man. He got juvenile life. He a YA baby. He's been in every camp, every juvenile facility, every prison, every fed. Like he just been, you know,
man, dog. You know who was my dog from Gardena?
Who?
Fucking Camarón.
Rest in peace.
He passed away, huh?
Yeah, he passed away. Yeah.
Cameron was his name. Shrimp. What up, Shrimp?
Yeah.
That was my dog.
Yeah, he passed Miguel.
Oh man,
Miguel,
I heard.
I went to school with that fool.
Hey, boy, that boy had a cold ass sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know, and he just looked. Hey, Just looking at him, he just used to make me laugh because he used to look at me like, "Dopey, why you looking at me like that?" And he had his glasses. And he's like, "I don't even fucking like these glasses.
Yeah.
I'm about to break these motherfuckers." You know, like,
that's
okay, he could get down drawing and shit. Man, rest in peace to Shrimp, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man. Hey, but I don't mean to cut you off, man. Shout out to Pops.
Yeah.
He's a homie, been institutionalized and all that. They doing everybody wrong right now with the ICE, bro.
Oh no, for sure.
They
yeah,
sending,
that's just wrong, bro.
They sending all our folks over there. You know, shout out to my compadre Gangsta Wish over there. You know, there's even families getting sent back to Colombia and all types of crazy shit, man. I don't know if that's, you know, that's the whole political subject with Donald Trump. You know, but I don't mean to get off topic. You know, that shit just pisses me off.
No, yeah, that's just fucked up, bro. Like, people getting taken away. They've been here for years and shit. Like, you know, or they're established and shit, got houses, homes, cars, you know, kids and shit, and people sending them back and shit. That shit's not right. But, you know, the world's a fucked up place, dog, and we just gotta adapt to the situation and pray for the best.
Yeah, man. It's just I think when you have issues and you're expecting to get hit, just the suspense stresses you out. You know what I'm saying? I just think people that are trying to fight for their like to stay here in the United States, now it's becoming hopeless because they're not even allowing you. They're just taking you. You know, ICE is just coming, grabbing you. Don't matter if you're a felon or you're not. You know, they're just grabbing you, taking you to Mexico. And I think when it happens, you could kind of breathe because now you're actually dealing with the problem.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm trying to get at on that note. You feel me? So I wasn't trying to get out of topic, you know. But to circle back in the beginning of this podcast, I do want to say thank you to Reina Carrillo for the super. Reina. You know what I'm saying? She was right here snapping her finger, right here talking about Dopey's about to do this podcast. And I'm gonna go grocery shopping right now. She probably at the grocery store right now. Make sure you give me some Takis kettles. You know, I like my chips real saucy. And, shout out to my boy Oxnard Pugs. You know,
Pugs, what's up, my boy?
I said mine. Much love to y'all, both genuine. You know, my boy Pugs.
I love Pugs. That's my boy. Me and him got a banger together. But like Hey, Pugs, we gonna talk about it more. My boy, I know you watching. I'm gonna be moving to Oxnard in like, you know, a few weeks type shit.
That's right.
We gonna for sure get to the project we was being supposed to make with each other. Me and that fool, we got a banger. We shot a video to that shit. That's my dog right there. Since day one.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Me and him been rocking since day one. Man, we go back too.
And I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I don't even want to speak on this right now. But one time we were somewhere. I'm not even gonna say where, but one time we were somewhere, me and Pugs and shit, and we were at the show and shit, and all his enemies were there and shit. And fucking, he was like, "Hey man, like, we just gonna get up." Pugs was like, "We just gonna get up out of here before we have to set it off." He had all his little turned up homies with him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey Pugs, like, I ain't from Oxnard or nowhere than 805, but whatever happens right now, I'm sliding with you." Like,
Pugs be ready, dog.
Hey, Pugs with it. That's my boy.
Sometimes like,
he performed that day, but he probably don't remember. But I told him, "Hey, Pugs," he's like, "Nah, I fuck with you for that, but we gonna get up out of here because my little homie's ready to set it off and all that." That's right,
man. I know some of his homies, like we done posted, they be right there just ready to go, like any other soldier. Sure. You feel me?
Shout out to Drunk Winos.
Yeah, Drunk Winos. Yeah, for sure. Salute. Shout out to my boy YG 1800, Southside 18, Midget Locos. Yeah. My boy blessed us with a super. Eat Love, homeboy, you already know. Remember my son, man, it's his birthday weekend, so, you know, the kids going out to, you know, Dave and Buster's or trying to have the kids, have the kids go play some video games. But shout out to my boy YG, my boy Youngster. But yeah, man, you know, as you guys see, me and Baby Bounce already off top. We got that natural chemistry and energy. You feel me? Like I put when I promoted, you know, on my Instagram that we were gonna have this podcast. You know, like I really genuinely meant it. That off top, from seeing you on Instagram, I already respected your flow and your delivery. Because there was a time where the Chicano rap, you know, when we were kids, like the Little Robs and the Mr. Capones. I mean, that was was popping with the Orale Ese and all that. Which, but I mean, it was hard. I liked it, you know.
Oh, for sure.
But you wasn't coming like that. You had your own swag, you know. And then two, I see it personally, bro, because it's like the same way I was raised, you know, around the brothers too, you know. So I also seen you that genuinely, bro, you rock with the brothers. Like you had some great streets right here.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real with
Yeah.
you, dog. Like I said it on the food community, and I said that shit because I said it to set the record straight. You feel me? And I don't want nobody to ever get it twisted. Like I said on the food community, I'm 100% Mexicano. You feel me? My mom and my dad are from you know, Mexico and shit. You know, and I'll never say that I'm not what I am. You feel me? But the Chicano rap, like that's just not what I am, dog. Like I got my own lane. I do my own shit. You feel me? I love my people. I grew up on that shit. You feel me? But I grew up on the different type, the kind of like the kind of saucy Chicano rap. Like I grew up. Nobody probably knows this, dog. The first song I ever made was with Slow Pain.
Oh
Rest
shit,
in
so,
peace.
yeah, he
You
had
feel
his
me?
little
That
swag
was
to it.
my dog, and I met him through my dad. You feel me? My dad was good homies with him, dog. Like I got pictures in my phone right now of him, Slow Pain, Little Demon, Sick Jack from Psycho Round, fucking my dad, and the fools are at the Hustler Casino, in the front of the Hustler Casino, like hugged up, like you know, them fools used to come to my grandma's house and eat pozole. Slow Pain.
That's
Shit,
hard.
they're from
Slow
Pico.
Pain,
They're from
Pico-
Pico Viejo.
Pico Viejo, Pico
Yeah.
Rivera, I guess
Yeah.
the city, yeah.
They're-
Yeah, Pico
Little
Viejo.
Demon's from Pico Rivera. That's his cousin.
Orale.
Slow Pain, he's from Pico Viejo. You
Yeah,
feel me?
Little Demon always showed
Sal
up on my
Capone.
Instagram.
Those are the fools I grew up
You
on.
know what too? The Bandit is one
That's
of the
my dog too. That's
producers.
That's my people.
Okay, when me and Lil G started rapping,
Seven Bandit.
Seven Bandit.
Yeah.
They had some crazy ass beats.
So
That real West Coast shit.
So if we go back into time, like when I was a kid, that's when I was walking to school in my Walkman. When I was walking to Perry Middle School, 6th grade, that's what I was playing in my Walkman. Was Hood Patrol from Old Town Mafia. You feel me? Like that's the shit I grew up on. So I'll never sit here and say that my style and the way I approach this game didn't come from my people. But if you go back and listen to them, they were never like super like, oh, like they had some sauce to their shit. And they're from what is that, Southeast?
Yeah. That's Southeast,
You know?
and then too. But and their image too
was gang related.
like with the Lokes,
Yeah, with the
Lokes,
Lokes, man, all the homies with their shirts off on the covers. So like that's the shit I grew up on. But when you listen to that shit, like man, whoever's on this podcast right now, go type in Only in Cali. Type in Slow Pain, Only in Cali, and you gonna see what the fuck I'm talking about. It's 7 Bandit and Slow Pain on that song.
Man, I didn't know you know Bandit. You know Bandit actually.
That's my people.
The first time I was rapping, he made my first. Okay, well the CD.
Big Bandit.
The
Yeah.
CD that we handed over to Suge Knight when
Killer Kelly from the Wind Breeze.
and he could rap like Sugar
Hey,
Free. He could rap
yeah,
like. Hey, okay. I had told a story that when we, Lil G and Bullet, were rapping together, we actually did a CD, one song single, because we were gonna go under Death Row, the Double 9 Records. So that CD, the beat, the one that made the beat was Big Bandit. He produced that
Hard
beat.
as fuck, bro.
Yeah, he made some gangsta ass shit. But real quick, man, I want to take a quick little pause. I want to give a big shout out to the Hater World, Blue Devil. He just shot all his fan base over here. They're right here, the Hater World Center. Nice looking, Blue Devil. Appreciate that, bro.
Hey, shout out Blue Devil.
For the alley oop, you know, pretty much. We just dunked that shit.
Hey, so Blue Devil, look, I'm gonna speak on it right now. So
Okay.
Blue Devil just made a video. You feel me? Like reacting
Okay.
to my interview I did on a food community. So I worded it wrong. You feel me? You feel me? I had a couple shots. I worded that shit wrong. You feel me? And so I didn't mean I was the first homie to start doing music with blacks. I mean, I was the first homie at that time to be consistent, to be fucking with the blacks. So I worded it wrong because when he heard it, he was like, "What the fuck? Like, what you mean you were the first?" And I'm like, "Nah, like."
Hey, that guy.
But at that time, and you could go back. I'm not the one that said that. Spliff DTV and a couple other podcasters or whatever you want to call them, music reaction dudes, said that out of their mouth. At that time, when I was doing that shit, there was no homies, dog. We could bet money on that. There was no homies working with the blacks how I was working with the blacks.
And you know what? And just I seen it from experience myself. This is how I started this conversation. That I seen that you be rocking with the brothers, meaning just genuinely you have friends.
Yeah,
and how we started. You saying that your neighborhood G13, Gardena 13 fucks with the shotguns.
We fuck with the shotguns and the paybacks. Them fools are like, we got the same tattoos, dog. Like this logo that's on my shirt. The blacks and the homies have that at my shirt.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, other hoods might not like that. Other homies might not like that. But that's the way I grew up, dog. And like, you know, like it's been like that since the beginning of the times, my boy, since my dad was doing this shit. Like, I run into fools that are my dad's age to this day, and them fools hug me, kiss me on the cheek, like if I'm their fan, and these are Crips. Like they're like, hey, this big bounce son, hey nephew, like,
and that's how we used to be.
We used to eat pozole at Nana Consuelo's house, like, and that shit touches me, dog, in a special place because anywhere else you go, we're off in each other. And that's just real.
And that's what I'm saying. In Inglewood,
fools are MK, NK, wherever else you go.
In Inglewood, it used to be like that. That's what I'm saying. I had some genuine friends that were black. And then that's before I went to juvenile hall and prison. You know, I was innocent like that. Then once the institutions like juvenile hall, YA, prison, it starts teaching you about, and it's not purposely because we there to take care of our people. Yeah. But imagine me, my neighborhood beach with all blacks, but your neighborhood don't. But it's just prison will change you because now we boys, and it's like, man, it's a tough situation. It's just LA life, man. You know, like but I know you know your roots, Gardena. You over there rocking with your peeps, and I respect that.
I'm a homie.
Cause even but you're a homie. But at the same time too, like with me in my side of town, like we rock with the Crips. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we used to rock with the Damus. I'm talking about way back.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna speak on some history. Everybody, whoever watching this right now from my hood, they gonna know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The Crips from your hood, from Inglewood. I grew up with a lot of them. A lot of my homies that I grew up with, they got put on MAG.
Oh yeah, Madass. Yeah, over there.
So a gang of them fools that are from there right now. Shout out Lil Snow. That's my dog Randy. Like, you know.
Yeah, I remember when the MAGs used to be over there.
So that's them fools. A lot of them fools that are from there, they grew up in the hood. Like a gang of them. Like when we were going to middle school, high school, they was banging MAG. We're like, what's MAG? Madass Gangsta Crip Inglewood. A gang of my homies, like real homies that used to walk home from school with and shit, they're from there now. Like they're real generals from there.
That's right. Oh, yeah, they're just literally on the other side of Prairie. You know what I'm saying?
What are they? 111?
111.
Yeah,
111. Sure. Yeah, I know a few MAGs. They always show love. You know, right now, a lot of people trying to get that property on Prairie like Monopoly, my boy, because of the SoFi Stadium and the Intuit Dome.
No, for sure, yeah.
It's crazy, man, because we have business right there, too. I told my mom the other day I was pissed the fuck off because in 2009, 2010, I was going to buy some duplexes that was on Prairie and Century, and they were worth like 115 grand. I told her, and that was cheap. I told her, Hey, you know why she didn't? I was in the pen, and I told her I sent her with my girl at the time. My girl took her and my sister to look at the property, and they said that it looked ghetto, so they didn't want it.
And then look what the fuck's going
Yeah,
on.
I told them, imagine if we would have bought that property, what I would have sold that shit to the Intuit Dome like for fucking $10 million plus.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But and then my mom, she just like, hey, it's all right. Like, no, it ain't, mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. I quit drinking, but for that, I'm take a shot of some Henny or some shit.
Facts.
Cause that shit's stressful. But yeah, man. Not to get off grid either, man, because I don't want to meet. I mean, I don't want to. How would you say, leave hanging all the people that showing love with the supers. I am gonna read the comments right now. You had Hope Killer 69. Thank you for the super $5.
Okay.
He said, "Baby Bounce is real, homie. I met him at the music video. Figure it out with his cut. With his
Jeez, Mac Lucci.
cut.
Shout out Mac Lucci. Hey, Mac Lucci. Hey, he
That's Maglucci. He's the
Mac Lucci, Dog Pound.
Oh no,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
that's my boy, dog. He opened up a lot of doors for me and showed me a lot of love, dog, and like, you know, put me in places I've never thought I would be. Art put me around artists I would never be around, bro. And that shit changed my life. Like when I start fucking with Lucci, we got a song right now on YouTube that's probably one of the first videos that I ever went viral off of. It's called Figure It Out. It's me, Mac Lucci, and Seven. And
Oh dope. Oh shit. So you've done.
Yeah, that's my dog. Like he's invited me, you know, him and Yuck Mouth from I got 5 on it, fucking
Yuck Mouth from the Bay Area or
from, from the Bay Area. Yuck Mouth. I got 5 on.
Yeah, that shit hard.
So fucking like I've been around the greatest, bro. Like I've been in places that motherfucker never thought I would be at, dog, and like a lot of that shit was because of him, bro. Like,
damn, homie, you know what's crazy, dog? I haven't even linked up, even with how you say my years in the game, because I've been in and out of fucking jail like a motherfucker rotating door, bro. You know.
Sure.
But it's man, you got a good resume to been around all that talent.
I got shit with Greedo, 03 Greedo, that's my boy. We put out a project called G Code. I got shit with Jay Stone, Pac-Man from my end. They're my boys, like
that's hard.
Just Killer Twine, fucking just
you know. You vibing with them like just naturally.
They're my dogs. I was in the projects with Killer Twine. He's like, pull up, fool, we gonna go eat. Like they treated me like family, like, and you know, I'm not gonna say most homies will be like but most homies wouldn't even go. They'd be like, I ain't about to be with all these fools in the projects, all these blood fools, like all these Grape Street fools. Like these fools really had me out there chilling, hanging, like, and made sure I was straight, cause I pulled up GP by myself in my car, like, you know, I want to work. I'm building relationships with cats. I'm pulling up to the Cedars with fucking with Big Face by myself. You feel me?
But you see, that's a good mind frame, because right now I'm just keeping 100. Like when you grow up, when you're young, you just want to stay in your neighborhood. You really don't know about like you just like you want to rep your hood.
Hey, Dopes, and believe me, when I would take my little homies with me, like, hey, let's go to the Cedars, let's go to the projects, they'll be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not saying they were scary, but they would be like, what the fuck? Like, you could go there? Like, ain't nothing gonna happen to us. I promise you that.
People don't see the benefit, I mean, the goodness, the good energy, and just the benefit of networking. How the fuck are you gonna get any bigger if you cannot network?
Fools love me so much from other neighborhoods, dog. Like I sometimes I would feel like they love me more than the homies, dog. And that's just being real. Like they show me more love than the homies. Like, trust me, dog. I used to go to Cedar Block, Paru, to Big Face. I mean, I call him right now, and he could vouch for me to say that I used to go there and park on the dead end street. Only has like 10 houses, though.
Yeah.
It has a little duplex. That's where Big Face stayed. And it has one across from it. And then it has like 8 other houses in that fucking spot, bro. And I used to park on that block, bro. They got canals that they walk down. They lost a lot of homies right there.
Dang, okay.
Rest in peace to my homie Tay Dog from Cedar Block, Paru. I still go there to this day, dog, to go smoke with him. They built a little statue thing where he died, you know, his homie, so you could go for his memory and smoke up and shit. I still go there to this day, dog, and drink. I don't smoke. I've been sober for 2 years off everything.
That's right, bro.
I still go there to this day to go pay my respects because he showed me love, dog, when I used to be. He always told me, hey, whenever you come to my block, you good. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Like, you feel me?
Yeah,
And I believed it. You feel me? Most homies wouldn't believe it. Like, what? I'm in Compton. I'm on Brazil.
Yeah.
There's so much shit cracking right here. Like, nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm the only Mexican standing out here. Like,
yeah, they showing you love, but too, man. That's the thing. Closed mind, you ain't gonna get anywhere. You know. Don't get me wrong. Like,
facts.
I love the neighborhood. I'm talking about our streets and all that. But I also see, you know, like I said, the benefit. But not only that, but it's just building relationships. You kind of get out of the small box, you know.
Facts.
And then, I mean, obviously, there's some places that we can't go, you know. Like it's just too much bloodshed, too much. Those places I won't even attempt to because, you know.
Facts.
You know, but on top of, you know, these new relationships that I've been acquiring, it feels great, man, because to see that the blue carpet gets rolled out, you know, from just homies from different neighborhoods, just because they're respecting not only the music, but the way I move or the way I conduct myself, or because I'm leaving my resources open because they do the same, you know. And then we sit down, shit. We start hitting restaurants. We start hitting different cities.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. When me and you first linked up, I was just like, damn, like I feel like this was my big bro already. Like, you know, like,
yo,
I wouldn't even like, you know, I wouldn't change.
Oh yeah, hey, you did, hey, off top because we had some people.
Remember the day we ain't even gonna speak on what happened, but remember the day when we was right here, some shit had jumped off. You got one of your little homies here, and some shit happened, and they start arguing. The homies start arguing. And they was about to get out, and you said, "Oh, I thought I was gonna have to get you because you're the biggest."
Yeah.
I started laughing. I'm like, "Hey, I was already looking at you like, oh, this was he might get me right now."
But sometimes
but it was like it was homie shit. Like I know it wasn't gonna go deeper than some of this, like, you know, but it was real shit. You were like, I started looking at Bounce, and I was like, I might have to get this motherfucker.
Yeah,
this motherfucker's big, and I started dying.
No, and you know what? I forgot about that, but it was just you see, because we don't. Okay, we know how to conduct ourselves, but once we start bringing our camps, our homies, some of those homies, they're the troublemaker in the hood, always.
What the little homie was like? What? Oh no! Yeah. I ain't even gonna say what happened. But he's like, oh what? Oh, we gotta get down. You're like,
so one of the homies, and then two.
And you're like, hey, you gotta go outside with my little homie, and then the homie was like, what? I was just fucking with the little homie don't play like that. You gonna have to go outside, and y'all gonna have to handle that. And then boom, whatever happened, it got squashed. Boom, it got left there. But when we started talking about it, you was like, I looked at you, you looked at me.
But those things had to happen, though.
Yeah.
Those things had to...
We both locked on each other because you did look at me, and then I looked at you like, because, you know, the homie's from my area, and he's from your hood. He ain't from my hood.
It's kind of like a rafla.
Like, yeah, so you were like, you went like that, and Dopes was like, and then we both looked at each other, and I was just like, fuck, dog.
But you know what? Those things had to happen, so that way we can start talking about who we bring around us.
Yeah, and then when you start speaking, I start listening because you're my older. Regardless, you're not from my neighborhood, but you're my older homie. So I'm like, you start speaking, you're like, hey, look, check it out. We're all here as a woman. I'm like, yeah, he's right. You feel me? Like, he's not wrong on what he's saying. Like, yeah, if the homies needed to go outside and get that issue, they was gonna get that issue. Like, but it was real shit. And I was just like, yeah, the homie's right. I'm gonna listen to him because he's my older homie. And the way I got raised, I always got raised to respect the older homies and like.
Yeah, the homies, they could get it out the way, but at the same time, let's not fuck with these opportunities. Let's not fuck with this money. Let's not fuck with the vision, the bigger picture, you feel me? There ain't no disrespect towards our neighborhood. Right now, and I like that network. You know, I like how we networking, and dog, the streets is talking.
Oh, for
that.
sure. And we're
You know
all
what I'm
at union. I love it, dog. Like I love that shit because like my little homies were like when they found out we was rocking together, my little homies were like, oh, like I don't even want to get too much in and talk about no jail politics or nothing like that. But my little homies were like, hey, like I heard about him, like he a good homie, like that was a real solid homie, like you know I was here, I was there, and then he had just left there, and you know he's a good homie. Like we ain't gonna get into it. But, But my little homies love you. They fuck with you.
But there's word too.
They were like, "You fuck with that fool?" I'm like, "I'll call him right now." And if I'm really on some gangster shit, like if I'm really in some trouble, and I'm like, "Hey, Dopes, I'm right here in your side of town, your section," he's gonna pull up.
Mando.
So they were like, "What?" Like my little homies were like,
"But now
with that fool shit." Like,
but now, because now it's not only the music. Now we creating memories. Like, look, today you met my son. You know, and then you're asking my son for autograph because all types of shit.
I'm not playing. I'm serious.
Yeah, bro. We always have friends in common. You know what I'm saying?
He's probably like, "What the fuck?" But I'm serious. I'm like, "Hey, me, like when I was in there, you guys weren't even right there. I'm like, hey, me, what you watching?" Like, you know.
And I respected you, because you know what I call them in the neighborhood? Because look, I'm like one of those like. I hate to say it because I do have civilized on camera, but I'm straight like hood baby, like in the neighborhood.
Oh, like the day, look, I'm gonna keep it gangster. Like the day that shit went down, we're gonna speak on it about it on camera. Like the day that shit went down, the little homie was right there, like looking like that. And you were like, and I was like, fuck, like I know this ain't about to happen. Like we're all sitting in a circle, and the little homie's like, and you're like, what's up? You're like, you tripping? And then he's like, nah, but you know, like I'll just feel some type of way. Like, well, if you feel some type of way, okay, me and you will get down. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, I'm like, fuck. Now he's gonna fight, but it was real homie shit going down that day, and you were like, yeah, because that's not gonna happen, right?
Because you know what, dog? Because I would expect that if we doing business, you would do that
for sure.
With your own.
For sure, I would. And you were like, oh, you feel disrespected? Then me and you were gonna go outside. And I was like, and he was like, he was with. I was like, I like that. I want to see that little. I don't remember his name, but I want to see that little fool again. He was like, he was even telling me, hey, fool, I feel like I've known you. Same shit how you're telling me. He's like, I feel like I've known you. I like this fool. I want to kick it with you. And he was telling me like, and he was like, well, I got down with you before, so I'll get down again. And then I was just like, oh.
So people don't understand.
And I was like, fuck. I was like,
look, everybody got to understand this, though. I understand that we got like 5, 6 different neighborhoods we get together, but we're not all, we don't beef with, we're not rivals.
Yeah.
We got common enemies, so any enemy of my enemies is an ally. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but just to get off the gang politics of it, just to let you guys know, don't think that it's all nice and jolly where we come around each other.
No.
There'll be fades cracking, and this is what I talk about. Like, how do you think Death Row or any label? Like, I just had the Homegirl Promise pull up, right? Because sometimes I go to the hood, you got those grouchy ass homies, homies that like, why you fucking with these fools and why? No, they don't tell me that though, but they go whisper to someone else's ear, and then some of these homies is closed minded. They ain't got nothing going on. And I get it. Like, look, homie, you're still crawling, bro. I was where you're at when I was 13, 14, 15 years old. I mean, all that running up on fools, getting down with them. I was doing that juvenile YA and all my 20s in the joint, you know, in the pen. So now, homie, I'm trying. If anything, I start inviting people to these functions that we are going on because we got money in it. We're investing our time. We got parties cracking, you know, homies meeting females. I mean, in a good, respectful way. And I start inviting people, and they start seeing like, damn, Dopey, you know what? Your music, your record label, what you created, everything that you're doing. Now they start giving me props.
Thanks.
Now they start seeing like, damn, you know what? Your music is actually doing something bigger than just. Well, you could just, if you would have just kept it small. Like now, one of my homegirls was
And
like,
my bad, I don't mean to cut you off. My bad though. My homie Lost right now. He just hit me up on Instagram because my shit just like rah, 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 like it's going up. My homie's like, I know I would never play with that like with you guys, but me and my homie we be like, we call each other bitch and shit.
shit.
That's just how we play. Yeah, that's just he said that's crazy. Now that's just how we play. So he's like, hey bitch, you're on TV. Stop looking at your motherfucking phone. And I'm like,
no, it's because I'm trying to look at the.
No, he's telling me. He's telling me though because my shit's like, rah, rah, rah. My shit's going up like, oh yeah, you on drugs? That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, no,
so I'm looking at. I gotta look at my shit.
The streets is loving it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
They like it that we rocking with each other. Like, look at the homies from Lawndale. Shout out to my boy Flox. 5900. He over there on lockdown in his program.
Keep your head straight. I already talked to you.
Yeah, but look, like his homies from Lawndale over there fucking with my homeboys, my little homies, little young homies, and that's dope. And some little homies be like, oh, nah, we doing it because of your music. Like, nah, homie. Like, look, still draw the line. You know what I'm saying? Like keep it respectful. You gotta keep boundaries, bro.
For sure.
You gotta have boundaries. But I like the fact that let's we moving as a unit. With this music and the streets.
I'm glad you caught that the other day too when I said that. Because I really mean that shit, dog. And we not even on no like bad energy type shit, but like if any homies or anybody has like problems with dopes or anybody that I'm around, like they got problems with me, and that's just what it is. That's just how I rock.
So that's what I was trying to bring up. The first day I met you, you actually, I guess, you knew about, and this is for everyone to know. You guys knew. I mean, you knew because of the internet that I was having like a back and forth with a certain someone. So you took initiative. You didn't even get at me. You just started loking up on people because another cat pulled up to the studio. So I came out the restroom and you was already in somebody's face like, "Hey, homie, was cracking," and I
chill.
I was holding you back. I was trying to tell you like, hey, my boy, and then you were like, "Nah, homie, like, what's up with these cats?" And I'm not for that. You feel me? Like, I'm not trying to break barriers and break bridges.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to make bridges. And don't get me wrong, homie, if we got to get it out the way with anybody, a gentleman's face is a gentleman's face. Just don't dope fiend me. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, we turning nothing down, but don't get me wrong, homie, sometimes shit gets real spicy where people get hurt.
Yeah,
so this is why I always preach to everyone, we must take care of one another, bro.
And it was crazy because we was just talking about that shit, and then I seen one of them walk by, and I was like, oh. I was like, no, not while I'm here. And they're like, nah, hold on, chill. And I'm like, fuck that. And I jumped up. Hey, fool, come here. And I was like,
like, no, but after that, I took that to heart, but man, you know what? That's a real banger right there. Like, you went over there, and I appreciated that. Like, okay. And Hood did too. Hood from Westside Weedmines.
Yeah.
So now we starting to build our foundation as friends and to look out for one another. Because, look, man, to be honest, not every gangbanger is going to respect this music shit.
Nah, for sure.
And then, two, you know what, dog? I think we focus too much on that because some of our fans are not even into that lifestyle. You feel me? And then I feel like we leaving them down. I love the neighborhood. Everything that we do in the background, we certified. We put it out there on the table. Like, look, we got video shoots coming up. And you make sure that you let some artists that I don't know, you let them know, like, hey, Dopey gonna pull up because he really from 18.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's really my boy. Like,
yeah.
Like,
so,
but they were like, shout out to homie PK, shout out to homie Chino the P. You feel me? They were like, oh no, we don't do that. We was just in the studio with them. I'm like, well, I'm just letting you guys know that that's my people, and I'm not saying he gonna be there, but he told me if he has time, he can. He got some son, he got family, he got other shit going on. But if he got time, he gonna come support my shit. He likes to meet the little homies, new homies, and I think it'd just be a good look for all of us to be together as a unit. Like I said, like we all a unit at the end of the day. Like,
yeah, man, it's
there's gonna be like 7-8 different hoods that day, and I would love for the 18th Streeters to be there. I'm always gonna hit Buckwheat up tonight and invite them and shit. Like Yakko, you know, like the homies. I want us to all be together. Like, oh shit, them fools are. It's like 5, 8, 6 different sections there.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're all there, like, and you know that shit. We rented out a dope ass spot for that shit. I think it's gonna be some shit to remember. It's a dope ass song. Me and the homie from Cam. Shout out the homie from Cam.
It's easy to pop some shit off, bro. I'll tell you that. Like, that's why, I mean, my experience, I'm getting a little older, but through experience, my boy. We could all swing. We could all bust. Anything. But what I learned, homie, through wisdom and experience, my boy, it's harder to maintain something and build something stronger, you know?
Right.
So, this is why, to me, I always make that a challenge to myself. Like, look, I'm not easily manipulated when people try to break it down and be like, it's kind of like the dope game. Would you think you're going to get rich selling nickels and dimes in your own neighborhood?
No.
You got to go to Gardena. You got to go to Dominguez. You got to go to Wilmington. You got to go to Long Beach. You got to go to fucking Oxnard. And you got to start serving all them packs.
Thanks.
And then you're going to start, you got to go to Northside. You got to go to San Fernando Valley. You got to start moving weight in motherfucking Texas.
Thanks.
In San Francisco.
Shout out to all that, say my Texas people.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? You got to start sending fucking packs. Okay, but if you want to start, if you just want to supply those 4 main streets in your neighborhood, you ain't gonna ball, homie. You ain't gonna go nowhere.
Facts.
And don't get me wrong, though. I'm not selling out. I'm not trying to put down. I be banging the hood everywhere.
Facts.
In all my songs. I never hesitate. But that's the thing, though. You always got those homies that don't like it.
Yeah.
So this is where the fades come.
Yeah.
This is where, and that's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That's okay.
Program time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's called program time.
Program time, baby.
But man, you know, I didn't mean to get off course, man, because there's so much that you know, just you guys see the like Pug said, genuine shit right now, and I like that, man. That also we owe it to those that really look into our music, man. You know that we're not just some hooligans that it just gonna always get into some problems. When I sit down with other businesses about my business, the 6 Block, I'm not trying to portray my business as like some immature fucking, like someone that doesn't know how to conduct business, dog. I gotta be serious about it.
No, for sure.
If I'm gonna put,
that's the vibe I always got off of you, bro. You never like came at me like on some playing shit. You feel me? You always like, hey, Bounce, you know, can I get your, hey, you gonna bless, you know, can I get your blessing on this, that? You ain't never on no like, oh, let's just do it, like on some funny playing type shit. I always feel like every time we talk, there's some serious shit going on. It's not no.
Oh yeah.
No fucking like, oh, we playing right now, like.
Oh no, hell no. Yeah, man. So just to get on, you know, just to share the how we came about, and now we bring our businesses together, and we actually work. We get in the studio. You showed up today to knock this interview out, and it's not like, orale on me, like, all right, like, you know, like, nah, you came in laughing. You're like, what, the internet ain't working, Dopey? What the fuck going on?
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, we were trying to do this with some fucking hotspot. Like, and they were like, nah, that shit's gonna buffer wrong. But you were riding with it, and that's the type of shit. That's how I like working with people. You gotta, your workplace, homie, you gotta make it calm. Smooth.
Yeah, you gotta make it we family, bro.
Yeah, and we got our hitters.
Can't come up in here like, oh, you like, nah, hell no, dog. Like,
yeah, man, and at this time, man, I want to give a big shout out. If you guys check out the, you know, the logo right here down, to want to give a big shout out to our sponsor today, which is Vallero Graphics. As you see, he has his logo here.
Graphics, hey, shout you out, my boy.
Hell yeah, he did this logo just for you because he knows your neighborhood wears the color green. So as you see, Vallero Graphics, everyone out there, man, he's the one that's doing all of my graphic designs right now. As you see, he made the flyers for mine and Baby Bounce's podcast. He did my album cover for Eternal Flame that's going to be dropping next week in March 26th. He is very convenient. Like, if you, all you got to do is hit him up. Just don't rely on AI, man. Like, I'm trying to tell all these other artists, he gets busy with it. Like, he's an actual artist. He starts drawing stuff himself. You just got to talk to him, and he puts it together, the AI and the drawing and all of that. And he's very patient with you, and he'll help you bring that vision out, you know? So this is why I recommend anyone that's looking, because look, you got to make your work look good, man.
For sure.
You can't be a little cheap motherfucker, you know? Like, with Vallejo Graphics, he'll make your covers look dope, you know?
No, it's dope. Shout out Vallejo Graphics.
Yeah, yeah, man. So shout out to my boy Vallejo Graphics. Hell yeah, my boy very patient with me, and he just worked on my Omerta cover art with Gangsta Wish. We have a song with the Violent Riders Car Club going on. He did that cover art. I've been having my boy busy, and he turns down no fades. Like, I'd be like, I hit him up, and
I want that.
he's just like, I want that.
I need that.
Yeah, he's like, I need that right now. You know.
Hey, look, I'm gonna interfere real quick. Shout out Vallejo. You feel me? What's the name?
Vallejo Graphics.
Vallejo Graphics. I appreciate you for the logos, everything that happened tonight. But my project, it just dropped right now. I did it for this reason. It just dropped at 9 o'clock. What time is it? It's 9:29. So everybody that's tuned in right now, go tap in. It's hosted by Adrian Swish. My project just dropped. It's called The Green Print.
Oh, dope. Oh, it dropped today?
It's dropped right now on
Oh,
Apple
dope.
Music.
Oh, dope, man.
9 o'clock, 12 o'clock Eastern time, 9 o'clock West Coast time.
The Green Print.
The Green Print.
After this, just know anybody want to circle back, I'll make sure that I have the link for the Green Print on my description. Right now, the description is clear.
Yeah,
but after this, I'll make sure that I put Baby Bounce new project, The Green Print.
The Green
It's
Print.
you and who else? It's just you.
by myself.
Baby Bounce. That's dope, homie. Congrats, bro. I'm not drinking, man, but I'm drinking some Monster. So salud, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Love you, dog.
Yeah, love you too, bro. Hey, man, it's crazy, man. That like I said in the post, we hit the ground running. And I just want to get a little more familiar with you just for the fans, you know. Before I move on, though, I do want to tell everyone, thank you to everyone that's watching my video. Letter Before I Go. You know, I just dropped it at 5:30 p.m. earlier today. That's my first video, first single off the Eternal Flame album that me and Yako 18, which is Knockout.
Tell them what we after we tell them this, we gonna keep on that. But tell them what we got coming, though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you guys don't know what Yako means, because just to let you know, Yako is knockout. It means young, active.
And I ain't even
knockout.
gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if Yako considers himself. He considers himself a Chicano.
Yeah. Of course. He considers himself just a rap artist. Yeah.
Yako, one of my favorite rap artists.
Gets down. Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real.
Fuck that. What about me, homie? What the fuck?
That's
Nah,
You're
you heard crickets.
I've been listening to you, motherfucker.
I think everybody getting tired of you.
Hey, I've been listening to you, motherfucker.
Hey, no, but hey, y'all.
I like Yako. I'm glad
down.
you introduced me. You brought him to my world. You feel me? And Yako's dope, bro.
Hell yeah. Hey,
I like it because look, this is one thing that my cousin, shout out my cousin Jay Sal. You know, like we started this shit together and. One thing my cousin always teach me, my cousin's dope. He makes beats, he raps. He's
Misfit. Who's that?
My cousin Jay Sal.
Oh,
Jesse.
Okay. Damn, so you got a lot of music in your family.
Nah, yeah, for sure. That shit runs through my blood. But my cousin Jesse, that fool fucking, he taught me how to write bars. He taught me like a gang of shit.
And that's where I want to get into, bro. Actually, I want to start.
That fool right there is an animal. Like, he could leave music for like 10, 15 years and come back and do that shit like he just started it yesterday. Like money. But what I'm saying is, like, that fool was just like beast mode, fool.
Hell yeah, on it. Yeah.
Just like, he makes beats, he just like writes dope shit, you feel me? But he don't fuck with it. He don't want nothing to do with it. He's just like, everything I show him, like, that's just trash. Like, I'll be like, what? Like, but he really know music. Like,
damn, okay.
you know, a lot of producers right now, they drag and drop.
Shout
when
out
they make
to
beats, they drag and drop. That fool plays his shit.
You're gonna have to introduce me to him, because that sounds.
He was
Shout out to Sam for the super, the $50 super, and then Sam shot a second $50 super. Thank you. You know, man, I appreciate that, everyone coming through. But yeah, like I was telling y'all, Letter Before I Go was a song that I wrote before I was gonna turn myself in. If you guys seen on the description, you guys, I have a longer description to explain everything I went through, the depression and everything, all the bullshit that led for me to write that song and the meaning behind it. But we're way ahead from that now. We got over that hump, but I like sharing what I go through in my music. So I hope you guys could appreciate it. You know, I want you guys to
appreciate it.
Yeah, to know that, like, hey, it wasn't easy writing that those lyrics. You feel me? You know, because I actually was, when I was writing it, I actually had a female trying to hug me from the back, trying to tell me what's wrong, and I told her, like, get off of me, because it was real deep. You feel me? And then the homie Player, shout out to the homie Player that's featured. No, OG Player, he was featured. He's featured on this song. He's on the second verse.
Hold on.
No, it's the homie from Northside 18.
Okay.
He's alive. He's alive. He OG Player. He was there in the studio, and I told him, like, hey bro, I'm gonna need you to hop on this song. Are you ready? And he fucking got off. And KO, you know him. He just murdered it. But everyone, please just know, I'm gonna have a listening party for my album on Tuesday. The flyer's gonna go up tomorrow. So I'm gonna have a listening party on Podcast Live.
Hey,
so we're gonna be right. I will be right here. I haven't been drinking, but that day I will drink some champagne with KO. I'm gonna be right here with KO.
Oh, those fancy.
Yeah. You're about my pinky up. And then we're gonna celebrate before the album releases, 2 hours before it releases. I'm gonna have it playing exclusively for all the fans, and you guys are gonna rock with me right here. We're gonna be bumping every song, and then the album's gonna drop, so you guys can share the moment with me. So next Tuesday, mark your calendars, March 25th. We're gonna have a listening party right here, me and KO with some champagne, and I hope you guys can share that moment with me. It will start at 5 p.m. So the flyer, Vallejo Graphics, you already know. Please get that flyer ready, bro.
Well, can I say something?
Of course, bro.
Since you said Player, that shit touched me. I thought you was talking about the homie. Shout out to my boy, Player from Southside Players. Rest in peace. You know, he just passed a few months back. And so,
yeah. Player from Southside Players.
That's my dog right there. That fool. Since day one, like when I first ever chopped it up with that fool, rest in peace, that fool, he wanted a feature from me. He was like, hey, when I get my bread right, I want to buy a feature. I don't want nothing free. And then I ended up meeting him at my cousin Misfit's house. Okay. And then, you know, I was just like, just how when we met, the vibe was there. It was mutual. Like,
that's right.
And I was like,
I've heard of him through the county jail, and we never got a
That's a real one, my boy. Like,
I never got to meet him in person, but one thing that I do that I relate to, one post, he used to always like comment on some of my music, and never disrespectful. He didn't fake the funk. Like he knew we were rivals, you know. So, but he did a post about me one time, and I speak about it clearly, you know, like up front. Where I don't know if you seen that post where Bug from Nipsey Hussle, he did a post for Bug from Inglewood Family. He said that thank God for having strong enemies.
Damn.
So
That's heavy.
Yeah, so he actually had a sit down the day before with that fool Bug from Inglewood Family, and he meant it in the most respectful way, like meaning that he respected that, you know, he had a strong enemy, like a general, someone that he could sit down and someone that represented Inglewood Family firm and strong. So he sent me that and tagged me on it. Thank God that I have strong enemies. So he didn't. He's not disrespecting me.
No.
He's actually showing me respect. So to me, I was just like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
But I was just like, you know, we were to run into each other. Obviously, who knows what would have happened, but we never disrespected. I actually have some friends that are homeboys from my neighborhood that have brothers that are friends with him. So we always kept it respectful, you know. It's always through family and all that. So yeah, rest in peace to your boy.
I'll check it out right now.
I caught that.
That fool fucking like he always show me a sign of straight solidness and like 100 shit, bro. Like I never got no weird ass guy. We kicked it with a lot of my little homies and like it was crazy because right before he died, we had kicked it and we took a picture. It was a lot, and it was like that shit fucks me up, dog, because it was like he knew he was gonna die, dog. Like he knew he was gonna pass my boy player from Southside Players. He was like, hey, I don't know, take a picture with your fool, like me, you, and my homies. Gee, and it was like 4 of my homies from the hood and me and player. Like, I felt like he knew he was on his way out. And he wanted to take that. I got that picture on my phone, dog. Like, it's crazy. Like,
everyone, just so everyone knows, everyone keeps saying, cameraman, turn on the microphone. Is something wrong with the microphone?
Not on my end.
No? Okay, stop playing, I don't know, for Dopey. You guys can't hear me? Can you hear me? Ronnie?
I can hear you.
Yeah? All right. So stop playing the name. Well, I'm hoping. Yeah, everyone go hit the like button. Someone put off. Even Vallejo Graphics put that it was off.
It's on my end.
Yeah? Was on. So hopefully everyone could hear. But
Someone put now we can hear you better.
okay, cool. So I gotta kind of talk on the mic or what? Oh, all right. Yeah. Hey, so everyone's saying that. Okay, okay. Everyone's saying snatch that phone away from Baby Bounce. He's all like, hey, he's being rude, you know? No, I'm not. I don't. Yeah,
I'm not being rude. I'll never disrespect my boy, but my shit's just zooming right now. Like
you just looking at the.
It's like damn, like
everyone
my
showing love.
Never zoomed like this.
Everyone showing love. Everyone.
Zooming right now.
That's what's up, bro.
I ain't gonna react to it later. They gonna be asleep.
Hell yeah, look.
React to it right now.
Whole Killer just said we need a song with Young Dopey, Baby Bounce, King Lil G, and it will be a banger. Hey, and Greedy, yeah.
Lil G got some shit.
Oh yeah, do you guys?
Me and King Lil G got some shit.
Okay, hell yeah, that's what's up.
She always show me love. Like,
that's what's up. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Hell yeah. Well, me and Lil G, just so you know too, he's featured on the album with me and KO. We're gonna be playing it right here on the live. What's that called? The release party, album release listening party right here.
I'm gonna just tell you some real shit.
Yeah. They said Bounce's mic is off. I think you. Yeah, I think you gotta talk a little closer on it. CCC. Okay, look, man. Okay, all right. What were you saying about I think you gotta talk.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit.
Okay.
This probably never happened on a podcast.
Okay.
Can I go piss right now?
Of course. Yeah, I'll take a little small chronic break because after this I gotta
Yeah, hey, 2 minutes, my ass with all that you consuming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But here I go. I got a freestyle. You know, Baby Bounce just left me alone. But no, they said it's all feed, man. Mic is good. Okay, okay. Turn up. Just turn up the mic. No, Dopey, the mic needs to be. Oh, fuck. You guys. Yeah. Beho, we're almost done. You know?
I got $100 here.
What? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, bro. Uncle Greedy from Dominguez just gave my son $100. So, cause my son is in the background, like he want to go home, but
I heard it was your birthday.
yeah, it was his birthday. Yeah. My little son, he over there chilling.
And then I'll give him another 3.
Yeah. But okay, so just to get back on track, I actually just because
Ritz.
do your thing, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm
Greedy.
trying to actually get to know Bounce from the beginning because I got to do that as it's a ritual, bro. So you're not from like Mississippi or like Florida. No disrespect to Mississippi or Florida. You Gardena raised.
I'm motherfucking. Look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Shut the fuck up, Greedy. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said.
Can you hear us?
No, yeah.
So I was born in Linwood at one of the craziest hospitals ever in life, St. Francis. I was born there. My mom said I was born. She's like, motherfucker, you almost died.
Okay.
So I'm gonna trip you guys out. My mom said when I was born, that some. Yeah, he did hear this word before. My mom said when I was born at St. Francis, that some fool started shooting up the hospital.
Oh shit!
So
That's
I'm
why
like,
you came
what?
out all fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm all fucked up.
Yeah, but
Hey, so my mom's like, mijo, some fool started shooting up the hospital and they try to shut the hospital down. Like, there's nobody up. I got your ass out the incubator and we was out of there. I go, oh, that's right. So shout out my mom. You know, they call my mom Rascal. She from my hood and shit.
true gutter, baby. That's what I say. I can tell.
So
you
look,
was a
I'm gonna
gutter
tell you
baby.
some real shit.
Straight
Mom,
gutter, baby.
Mom, you're gonna hate me for this.
Shout out to Rascal Gardena.
Mom, you're gonna hate me for this, but I love you because you a real gangster and
Yeah.
man, like you know, like Pac said, like can't nobody take my mama's place. But
That's right.
my mom, she a gangster, like you know, like
That's what's up.
my mom when they was in my uncle Moscow, rest in peace. He from my hood. My mom got like 8 brothers and sisters and shit. When my mom got put on the hood, my grandma found out she got put on the hood. So my grandma, she was a coyote. She was a coyote. She was a coyote. She used to,
That's what's
you know,
up.
bring
Doing her thing.
everyone that knew my grandma. When they see me, they be like, "Hey, you're Vero, you're Veronica's, you're Vero's son." And I go, "Yeah." Your grandma was a baller back in the day. Like, what you mean? So when my mom got jumped into the hood,
I say you
my
heard
mom-
of BMF and
my
all
mom
that.
grew
We're
up-
gonna
my
make
mom-
a show of
my
a
boy,
baby
my-
bounce.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? On
Hey,
stars.
when I tell you some real shit, Dopey, my mom,
GMF.
my mom. Shut the fuck up, Dopey.
My boy, my boy Greedy joined the
I
podcast.
know, fuck this fool. Hey, look, my
Hey,
mom.
I just started laughing because they say Bounce always eating on the podcast.
Hey,
I said,
hey, so trip out, don't look, trip out. My mom, when she got jumped in, my grandma, she was cold piece from Mexico. My grandma straight from TJ.
that's right.
That's where she grew up at. She was born at. My grandma's a straight Tijuanera. My mom got jumped into the hood. My grandma shaved her head, bald. She was like, "You quieres ser chola?
Can you say chola?
She shaved her head bald. You know what my mom did? My mom put on a beanie. And this is what I heard. Shout out to my homie Stomper from my hood, from the Baby Gangsters. He was, "Hey, fool. Hey, nigga, your mom was crazy." And I go, "What?" "I remember when your grandma shaved her head the day she got jumped into the hood, and your mom put a beanie on and came to the block the next day and posted up with the homies like, 'I'm from the hood.'" She didn't even hide it.
Damn.
She shaved her whole head bald. So a lot of my homies,
Oh shit.
oh goddamn, so a lot of my homies call my mom Pelona, but her real name is Rascal from the hood. You
Okay,
feel
okay.
me?
That's a
But
pelona,
a lot of my real homies from her clique, my mom's the founder of the Baby Gangsters. She started the BGs. She's the
Okay.
first one. Her and Gata, her and Gata from my hood, they the first ones that started that clique.
Damn, so you got that shit runs deep, huh? Like
Nah,
on
for
some
sure.
American me, huh?
For
Like
sure.
Mad Lives type shit.
Huh. Hey. Hey, don't be stupid.
Hey, no, hey. Hey, hold on.
Don't be a fool.
Hey, no, cause right now they put put Greedy on, cause he's all on the tira, you know. He's how's OG Player doing? I was with him in Centanela's Sea Yard. I think Player's on right now, man. Hey, Player, say Cuvo, my boy. R.I.P. Big George Foreman. I don't know what that is, but look, man, I wanted. Okay, so you're not from Mississippi. You're not from Florida. Linwood.
I'm from fucking Inglewood. That's it right by the Coliseum. Hey, yeah.
Hey. Hey, so
Don't get it twisted, my boy.
hey, no, but okay.
Wherever I'm with, that's
what
where
schools?
I'm from.
What schools you? To what grade did you make it in? Did you go to?
Don't do me like that.
I'm just saying because I only made it to sixth grade.
Don't do me like that.
I only made it to sixth grade, bro.
All right, look, I'm gonna keep it G.
You graduated all the way to high school.
8th grade, I was done.
8th grade done.
I was already working by 9th grade. I was working right here down the street at the Delamo Indoor.
Okay.
You feel me?
So you just dropped out of school?
I dropped out of school. My dad was like, "Hey, fool, you want to do this, and that? You got to work." I was working at the Delamo Indoor.
And
We're
when
like 20 minutes away, 10, 15 minutes
when
away
did you
from there.
discover your love and passion for music?
There.
At the Lamo?
At the Delamo Indoor, at the CD shop where they sold all the streetwise shirts and all the CDs. I worked at that shit for like 2 years with my uncle.
How old were you then, bro?
14, 15?
Huh? 14, 15?
14?
Oh, okay, 14, 15.
Yeah,
and
my
then,
dad was like, my dad was fresh out of jail. He's like, "Hey, fool, you don't want to go to school. You got to do this."
yeah, man. At that time, bro, who inspired you, the musicians? And you could say both black and
Slow Pain.
and
I'm gonna
Hispanic.
keep it real.
Uh-huh.
A lot of my style comes from Slow Pain, 7, the whole Old Town Mafia camp.
I could see the
Sal
style.
Capone.
I could see the style.
Little Demon from Rivera. Fucking I know people are probably like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like,
Yeah, you guys do your homework. Those dudes had some real West Coast swag. Them
Yeah.
fools got down. Them fools got down hard, and they had hard ass beats too.
that's the first person I ever made the first time I ever put headphones on and did this and recorded in a mic was with Slow Pain.
Was with Slow
At
Pain?
the Old Town Mafia studio.
Slow Pain, they actually became real famous. Well, they already had shit popping on, like all around through the CDs, the Chicano rap, right? But the Brown Love is
Somos pocos pero locos on Hood Patrol, Brown 83 Regal, a limited edition.
That shit
Old
hard.
Town gangsters with a sight what misses.
It was that Slow Pain,
Yeah, Big Q was to them hoods,
right?
putting it down.
And Big Bandit was on it too, right?
SGVs to the 213s.
Everyone go check out Brown Love by Slow Pain, and
Big
you'll
Bandit
see.
and Little Demon.
Yeah, and you guys will see.
310s and the 5 Street, 21 Street is at La Puente. Got the Peters, all
Peters.
the big real homies in the Big Rivera gang.
They put out my neighborhood too. They said the
Yeah.
18th Street is a
That fool, what he say? What Little Demon say? Little Demon said, "One way, no walk. Keep a gangster with a Glock. Want the flatters."
Yeah.
I slip and I slide to the east side. Little Valley, Lincoln Heights. Gangsters for life. To all my B&E homies.
Yes.
True home. East LA 13. What's
What
up,
Ese?
Ese?
I remember that.
Oh, my
You
boy.
see, so
on.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, those are. So if
He
you guys,
said, he said, what did he say? He said, one way, no walk. I keep a gangster with a Glock. That
Yeah.
fool was saying all the.
if you guys go check out that Slow Pain,
He said, "Stay street
Brown-
locals, put the Hoogle on the map."
yeah, they did that PCP, that PCP.
Shout out Stay Street.
Yeah, so if you guys go check out Brown Love by Slow Pain, you guys kind of see the similarity of Baby Bounce's delivery I knew it came from something. I actually thought it came from the brothers, from the blacks. You and no disrespect, nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. No. Hey, hold on, hey, homie. Hold on. All right, hey, homie. Hey, no, but now I see. Now I see where it come from.
Well, it did, but if you think about third delivery came. It had to come from them. Cause it was just too saucy, fool.
Yeah, if you
When I
guys
used to
check
hear
out
that shit, I used to be like, I used to be a little kid, fool, with my headphones on, and I used to be like, damn, fool, these fools don't sound like neighborhood. And I'm saying that wasn't hard. Not saying it wasn't tight.
Yeah.
But
We talking about Little Rob, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like
Oh shit.
right at my 64, dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Little Rob's hard though, but
I'm not saying it wasn't.
in his.
But it wasn't that.
It wasn't
it had
that.
too much seasoning on it.
Yeah. I feel it. Yeah, my boy straight got gutter with it. I feel it. You see? No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised in the similarity. So 14, 15 years old, those are the artists that
Those are the fools
inspired
I'm
you.
listening to when I'm going to school.
Yeah, but was rap, hip hop the only music you used to listen to? Or were you rocking like with other genres?
I liked like a little bit of corridos. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I was into like Vicente Fernandez because that's what my dad used to play, and you know my household played that.
Yeah.
Fucking,
I feel it. It's just like a regular.
You know, just like regular Mexican shit, but
like you were into like any rock, and like country music, things like that.
nah.
No, okay. I just gotta ask.
Nah,
You know
I
what
was
I'm saying?
really like just like
Techno, deep house. Yeah. I don't know, bro.
Nah,
I
wasn't
gotta
doing
ask.
shit like that.
Hey, holy shit. Hey, you know, back in
was
the
just
day,
West-
gangsters used to break dance like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I was just West Coast fucking I listened to a lot of oldies. Like my mom and my dad, they even trip
Oldies.
out on like what I know. Like,
I love oldies, bro.
When it comes to oldies, like fools can't fuck with me. I know a gang of shit.
Man, homie, I don't fell in love with certain someone. Can I get a fuck that bitch? Fuck that bitch. But every Sunday at Arlebo, which is my son's mom, we used to like.
Hi, this is Huggy Boy going down on a Sunday.
Hey, yeah, but we'll be cruising. Hey, we'll be cruising and then just on Sunday bumping the oldies. Hey, homie, you could never go wrong.
Never.
Through the freeways and they all packed from, and you drunk as fuck from the coming from the Mariscos with the homies. That was just like church, bro. You know?
Right.
Yeah, man. Okay, so when you went to the studio, what's the first song you recorded?
I did 91 West to the End, me and Slow Pain.
Huh?
91 West to the End, that's what the
91
song was called.
Okay.
Me and Slow Pain, that's the first song I ever recorded.
Damn, so Slow Pain took you under the wing?
That's the first fool that ever recorded my voice on wax.
Damn, that's crazy.
His name was he used to go by his name was Larry. He used to go by Little Larry Flint.
Little Larry Flint.
And it was crazy because we opened up the Hustler Casino and Larry Flint was the owner of the Hustler Casino. So when him and my dad met and they became homies, they just clicked even more. So they call him his real name, his hood name, Little Savage. His dad is Big Savage from Pico Viejo.
Okay.
He's Little Savage from Pico Viejo. Yeah, dog. Like, I did a tribute to him like not too long ago. Me, Sal Capone, AOT the Saint, and Seven. We did. It's called a tribute to Slow Pain. It's dope as fuck, dog. It's an oldie song, and
that's dope. And I did want to, you know, because I'm trying to go through the timeline of things. When you did you start taking that serious then, or did you go through some trials and tribulations? You know, like any young homie out here, gang banging and all that. Did you do some time, go to the halls, or why?
I did a year. I did a year in the county, and I did a county lid, and then I ended up getting like the max time on that shit. Because when I was doing that shit, people were getting like 95%, 90% of their time and shit.
In the county jail?
Yeah, it wasn't no like half time or like you'll get kicked out early.
Yeah, I
like,
remember those
when
days.
I was doing that shit. When I did a year in there, dog, and I was just like after that I was cool, bro. Like,
You know, they offered me if I wanted to go to prison. And I was like, nah, I'd rather just stay in the county. And then when I stayed
Hell
in
yeah.
the county, fools were like, you're dumb. You should have went to prison.
Yeah, county
way
is just
bet-
more.
They were
But
like, it's
county's
just-
more rough and rugged.
Yeah, they were
though.
like, it's way better. And I'm like, what? I didn't know. I was new to it. So I was
Yeah.
just like, they're like, what are you doing in county lit? And at that time, it was like 90, probably like 85, 95, something like that, some percent.
So you
But-
always took the whole music serious, or did you kind of, was it off and on for you, bro?
It was serious, dog, but like when I went to jail, it wasn't that serious, bro. Like I was kind of like on some like I'm rapping, but like fools noticed me too when I went in there. Like fools were like, "Hey, you're whoop-de whoop." Like I seen your video. I had one video out at that time, but that shit was doing numbers. It was already like 80K, something like that.
Okay, hell yeah. So how many albums can you say that you already have out?
East Side Baby, 168 proof. Nothing Lasts Forever.
So that's your street block. I mean, your neighborhood is 168th Street.
Yeah, that's my block.
So just so you guys know, obviously
My
the six-
hood, my block, Gardena Boulevard and 165th and Ainsworth. That's my street. But I'm a couple streets up. That's where I grew up at.
So just to let everyone know, obviously you guys think that it's far, but just to show how close we were, 6 Block Records, comes from my background of being on 106th Street in Inglewood, California, from my youth days running around. But, there's where my music stories came from.
Yeah.
And then you just think about it, 60 blocks down, which is kind of a little ways, but like 2 cities down, Baby Bounce was there on 165th. You know what I'm saying? So just do the math just to show, just kind of like on a map on where we were missing each other, And then 2, if I was on 147th and I ran into his cousin Misfit Soto on 147th and Prairie, we were just missing each other here and there. So it was about like it was gonna take time. It was only like, what I'm trying to say was overdue that we were gonna link or we're gonna cross paths. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, what do you think about? I do want to ask you. What do you think about this new generation of rapping that's out now?
I think it's cool, dog, for the culture and the people, but I feel like a lot of shit right now, dog, is just like character. Like fools are getting like where they're at right now because of not their skill, but because of what they look like and what they say and what they do. Their antics. You feel me? Like it's not really like their skill. You feel me? Because like this is a sport, my boy. Like like at the end of the day, this is a sport, and like at the end of the day, it's like who's the best. You feel me? But it's not even like, oh, we're trying to compete out here with our own people, you feel me? But like a lot of shit right now is just like, I feel like it's not skill, dog. Like I feel like it's more like look and like, oh, what this fool could like bring to the table, like as of what he does, you feel me? It's not really of, let's see you go in there and really make a hit.
I got you. And another thing too, you think people are worried? I don't think nowadays either people like they used to are worried about your pedigree, like your
Facts.
street
Facts.
credibility.
Facts.
Because if you just looking like you could do it, and you're looking like you're just gonna, you could just be, like I said, like a rapper that I always say like a video game character. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's dope though.
I'll never take nothing away from the homies. The homies got a big shine right now, dog, and like everybody, dog. Like I'll never hate on nobody, dog. Like Lefty, Peso, all them fools that they're all doing their shit. Rest in peace, Money Sign Sway. Like all the homies. All our culture. You feel me? But like like just like I feel like it's not about skill no more, bro.
Yeah,
that's just how that's just me. I'm
it.
one person. I feel like that. Like it's not about
you.
skill.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Feel me?
So, and you seen just recently we've been getting a little buzz because in Rolling Loud, this
that shit was
in
dope.
SoFi we had
That shit was dope. I was proud of that, dog.
We have Rowdy Racks up there. Shout out to Rowdy Racks. We got something in the way. I think Peso was there. Who else? King Lil G, the homie with Young
Drex.
Drummer Boy.
Drex.
Guy Drex. You know what? I never really knew homie, and then I started seeing, like he, you know, I kind of started looking into him when I started seeing him next to Rowdy Racks, you know.
Facts.
And then who else was there? Oh yeah, Devour. I think that's dope that Devour just got out of prison, and then got out of his parole, and he rocked that stage by himself, you know. Cause he got some fucking hits. I think one of his hits hit 1 billion already. That's ridiculous. That's crazy, bro. For a Raza rapper, you know, he got his own swag. He got his own, and I give him props, bro. Me and him be on the phone. I always, you know, try to motivate and encourage him, bro. Because, like, people don't know. I be in the background, like, just, you know, rooting for these homies, you know. Same thing with my boy King Lil G. I always be like, hey, my boy, I'm proud of you. Do your thing. I was literally, like I told Rowdy Racks, I was on 102 looking at all the hoochies because they was all half dressed. You know, I was like, ooh, they don't bless my hometown. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
And I was directing traffic, you know, like, yeah, you can park right here, baby girl. You can park right here. I'll see you when you get back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so it was cool, man. Like, they don't brought, you know what I'm saying? Like, they brought us up in whatever way. They brought us up, bro. So I just want to ask you, and I think that's, as a gentleman, man, you're answering it as a gentleman, you know, and that's dope, bro. You know, because I really think, like, when Rowdy Racks, he showed me something different when he got on Mr. Criminal's podcast and he did that long-ass freestyle. I'm like, damn, that fool is talented. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, obviously King Lil G been getting down. Young Drummer Boy, he been getting down. You know what I'm saying? I remember, and it's crazy, man. Like, I see when they all started and when we all started, and it's dope. Like, you actually, like, be like, man, homie, that's what's up. Like, that's amazing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit
and you
tight.
know what? There ain't no hate. I like the way we roll. Like, our camp, when we together, we give props to everyone. There ain't no hate. Because I think if there was hate, we probably would have booted his ass out the studio.
Booted his
ASAP.
ass or whipped his ass.
Yeah, well, get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no haterism. Because we're on our own lane. And I
Right.
respect that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, is there any artist, man, that you want to work with right now in the game? Or that you know, I have to ask, bro. I know you're just like, don't do that, Dopey.
Yeah, me and I'll be talking to G Perico a lot. We just chopped it up earlier and shit. And
Who's that?
G Perico.
Oh, G Perico?
Yeah,
That's hard.
me and G Perico just chopped it up like I said like 2 hours ago, dog. Like
He hard, homie. He has some bangers.
yeah, dog.
I had to
man,
grow
man,
on him. He grew on me.
He shows me a lot of love. He responds to me every time, dog. And you know, he's a genuine, real down to earth. Shout out the ways, the broad ways. You feel me? Like we got some shit coming, dog. We gonna do some shit. Shit, dog.
Just,
G Perico, fucking my brother, obviously RJ and shit. Fucking
Athens,
Greedo, fucking, you know.
So everyone's asking me that right now. Ask, you know, people like the controversy. I don't know what it is. They're like, hey, ask Baby Bounce about 03 Greedo.
That's my brother.
Yeah, because I also see that too. Like, they trying to say that he was originally
A snitch.
No, that he originally came from Gardena.
Yeah,
he was. He's a Gardena native, and then so he just migrated.
There was some weird shit going on about him on the internet, but that shit.
Oh yeah, the
true.
other snitch stuff.
Yeah, that shit wasn't true, bro. Like you know, he fucks with his homies. That's my brother. I'll stand behind him at full time. You know, I'll never fucking turn my back on him, bro. Like, he's been good to me, and I know his daughter, his baby mama, his whole family. Like, you feel me? Like, so that's really my brother. We got a project out right now called G Code and shit. Go check that shit out. It's on YouTube.
Oh yeah, you gonna have to plug me up with all 3 Greedo.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah, we gonna have to, you know. Man, you had the Grape Streets here the other day too.
Yeah, off top.
Yeah, I remember they was here. We did like 2 tracks, man, and then I don't know where the fuck we went after that. We just went on a 2-3 day bender. We just started partying.
C.
We just started partying, my boy. So, but I think we got that out the system, man. You know what I'm saying? But Hoodster just tapped in on the chat. You know, shout out to Hoodster 23. You know, we have gang related. I want to let everyone know we're gonna have a 31 track, which is a 2-disc.
Coming soon, baby.
Coming soon. 2-disc project that's is a compilation of Young Dopey, Husta 23, Baby Bounce, Flocks 5900, Kegs from Wilmington, Yakko 18, all the artists. Oh yeah, Sad Boy the Menace.
Yeah.
All the artists. We're gonna have probably like 15 artists on it that we mingle with each other from different neighborhoods. But like I said, we all allies and also friends in this music. We're dropping gang-related double disc album. It's in the works right now, getting mixed and mastered. We don't have a release date for it, but I will give y'all a release date. But just know that me and Baby Bounce, the homie's calling you. Me and Baby Bounce got a song called Monster that we're gonna be shooting the video.
They don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, we're gonna be shooting the video to that soon.
Thank you.
So everybody just stay tuned for that. We got a lot of things going on.
Be ready. We dropping shit.
We staying in our own lane. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, we'll have our time, and we commend anyone that's doing. You know, if you don't want people dancing in your video, you know,
Come to Death Row.
Come to
Come to the program time,
Program
baby.
Time Podcast, 6 Block Records.
No, we ain't
baby. You
playing.
already
We
know.
beating shit up, baby. You act out of line. You ain't acting the right way.
Hell yeah.
You gonna, hey.
Hell yeah.
have
You gonna
to
bust down.
You know what I'm talking about?
So we're gonna close this out, Baby Bounce. You know, you see all the homies showing up. It's getting late.
Hey, shout out, Dopes. Shout out the whole 18th Street, every side, west, south, east, all that shit. You feel me? Shout out all my people. I love you guys. You feel me? Shout out Gardena, California. Shout out East Side, West Side. Shout out all the gangsters, the YPs, the motherfucking DBs, the motherfucking Pee-wees.
Yeah, shout out to Gardena.
The whole, every clique, the Chicos, Primeros, and you know, all that shit. You feel me, love?
Hell
I
yeah.
love everybody from the hood. We gonna keep this shit live, full effect. We all move as a unit. We all move as one. You feel me? Ain't no fake shit going on over here. You on the motherfucking Program Time Podcast.
Hell yeah.
Baby Bounce, motherfucking Young Dopes. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Inglewood 18. You feel me? Y'all be ready, man. We got a lot of shit coming.
Yes, sir.
I love y'all, you feel me? And keep that shit solid, 113.
Y'all have a good weekend, and just stay tuned for me on March 25th. Just know that we're going to have a listening live party on this podcast at 5 p.m.
I'm about to piss myself.
So, everybody, love y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. West